Hello, I'm Krista Smith, and I'm so glad you're here. If you're like most of the women over 40 that I work with, you're doing everything that you can to avoid sharing photos of yourself or publishing video on your social media. And 2 years ago, I felt the exact same. I made a serious effort to hide behind what I call the 5 F's. Food, I'm not a chef. Fun, I don't plan parties, but I can have fun with my friends. Flowers, definitely not a florist. Fur babies, pretty sure you guessed that I'm not a vet. And fillers, I threw in the odd filler content too, like inspirational quotes or graphics. I did everything possible to avoid sharing myself. And you know what? Social media was a slog. I didn't get any leads, and I certainly didn't enjoy it. And I wasted so much time thinking about what I was posting and overthinking and overthinking that in that time, all my clients and customers were actually spending their money with someone else. The truth is, I was hiding myself on purpose. I just didn't feel confident showing up on social media. And if I'm really being honest, part of me didn't even know how to highlight the features I did like about my appearance in order to feel more confident. Today, I want to share all of my secrets with you. In this short video training, I'm going to show you how to stop being one of those women over 40 or 50 like me who struggle with attracting new clients on social media. And this is especially for you if you avoid sharing yourself, you have zero interest in creating videos where you have to point and dance, or you agonize over the sound of your own voice. I'm going to share the number one thing that will change everything for you. The single biggest thing to stop doing right now if you want to attract more of your dreamiest clients booking into your calendar, and a behind the scenes peek at the exact tech and tools that I use to make my feed look cohesive. And spoiler alert, it's way less than you think. Now trust this. I have made more money with only my iPhone than I ever could have imagined once I grew my confidence showing my face. And you can too. So first up, let's talk tech. What do I use to take my photos and video? My phone, my iPhone. And I literally just use the same app that you have on yours. There's no special app. I literally use the camera app to take pictures and get video. I do have an iPhone 11 Pro, and what that means is I believe in investing in the best quality phone that you can get. So don't go for the cheapest base model when you're due for an upgrade. Push yourself, spend $100 more, $200 more to get more storage and to get a better camera, because that's the difference in tech. It's all about the camera, ladies. Resolution and camera. And if you want to look good, get the best camera that you can possibly squeak out of your budget. The only other tools that I would recommend that you look at investing in are first a pop socket. So that is this little sticky adhesive circle dot that is sticking to the back of my iPhone case here. And I'm going to tell you why this is a game changer. When you pull it out, like an accordion, it pops open and it allows you to have a more secure grip on your phone. So I never have to worry about dropping my phone when I'm going ahead to take a picture or do video. Okay, so why do I use a pop socket? Well, it's way easier to hold your phone. You get a really good grip, and I can press the shutter button with only one finger very, very easily, as well as the fact that it allows me to be able to move it around to get the best angle for whatever it is that I'm recording in that moment. The second piece of tech, or the second tool that I use pretty regularly when I'm recording video, is an easy tripod. Now, what I love about this tripod, my phone just fits right in here. I can turn it to be landscape or portrait. I love these legs because sometimes if I'm away somewhere and I'm not in the right place, these legs kind of move anywhere. So it literally can grab onto whatever I need it to so that I can angle the camera to be in the right place. And it allows you to do things hands-free. And I speak a lot with my hands, so this is really key for me. Now, as far as where I got this, I ordered this from the Apple Store online. I had gone through a couple of similar models of tripods previously that I got like at the dollar store or just at Target. And after a while, they just broke and it was just time for me to invest. And I think that one cost me about $120. So that's it. And I probably don't even for sure need that because your pop socket will allow you to hook it on the back of things too. So if you want to start out small for 10 bucks, you can't go wrong. And you can get these pretty much anywhere, any bookstore, any Home Goods, Marshalls, HomeSense, they sell them. Super duper easy. And now that you know the tech that I use, I want to get into the easy strategies that will help you grow your confidence. And the first one is knowing where to look. So you need to know where to look in your camera when you're actually recording video. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people make when they take photos is they're taking a photo of themselves, and what they do is they hold the camera up to themselves, and what they do is they look at themselves. So if I look at myself, you can see what's happening here. But if I instead change my gaze to look at the lens, you can see the difference, right? So big change, big change. And if you want to know where the lens is on your camera, if you're holding it in portrait mode like this, it is up here in the very, very kind of top of your phone, right on the top edge. That's where your camera lens is going to be if you're front facing, and obviously if you're back facing, it's up here. But you want to make sure whatever you're recording video or taking selfies, that you want to look directly into the camera. So you want your gaze to look at the lens instead of looking at yourself. You can see the difference, right? Like picture, picture, game changer. Okay, now we're on to tip number 3. And tip number 3 is really quite simple. Before you go ahead and press the shutter button, every single time before you're going to take a photo, if you're going to think about posting this on social media or doing video of yourself or whatever, you want to take a very soft screen cloth and you want to clean your lens. You're going to want to clean the top up here where the front facing camera is if you're doing it this way. And if you're taking video using your phone, you want to clean the back lens. Dollars to donuts, you've taken photos before when you've been out somewhere and you've taken a picture and then you're really, really frustrated because it's either really blurry or it looks like it's distorted. And dollars to donuts, it's because you had a greasy finger and somehow picked up your phone, or someone did and touched it and they touched your camera lens, and that's going to come through. So you want to make sure you get all oils or moisturizers or whatever you're using off your phone before you take the photo. It is going to instantly elevate your camera game and feel much more comfortable taking photos. Okay, tip number 4. Now there are reasons, and I know there are reasons why you hesitate to publish photo or video of yourself. And the reasons are many and varied, and the most popular ones are that typically you fear being judged, or that you just aren't confident in your appearance and you don't want other people to possibly pick apart the things that you feel really sensitive about. For me, that's this mole underneath this eye. Drives me crazy, and if I can't hide it, I feel really frustrated. But, that's my thing. Here's what I need you to know. So I want to share what helped me, because I didn't all of a sudden fall in love with my appearance. That isn't what happened. But what I did learn how to do was something that I didn't do when I was a kid. So because I am over 50, I did not grow up with a phone in my pocket like my daughter did, or like your children did, or like the teenagers did these days. They had their whole childhoods to learn how to use their camera to get better angles. And we just didn't do that. And we certainly didn't prioritize now later in life with a full-time career and being a mom and all the things. It's not something that it just clues into us to do. So I'm going to share the biggest tip that I can give you in terms of making sure you feel more confident in your appearance. And it's this: when you go to take a selfie or to take a photo, you want to hold your phone up and above a little bit. Like you want to look up a little bit into your camera lens. And the reason that you want to do this is because you want to elongate your neck and you want to accentuate your jawline. That's going to make you feel instantly thinner. Game changer, right? For sure. So just if I took a picture like this, you can see the chin's happening, but if I stretch up and out and the picture that I get, it's very different. And that's because I'm looking up to my camera. So you always want to have your gaze up like this, and you want to be looking up into your camera. That means you want your people behind you as well. Cool? Instantly will take off like 10 or 15 pounds. Okay, tip number 5, never waste a good hair day. Ladies, when it is highlight day in my world, I make sure that when I come home that day, I never waste my hair. I will take a few extra minutes and do my makeup, and no judging here. If you do makeup and that's not what you need, then don't do it. For me, a little bit of color on my lips and on my cheeks will just make things pop. I feel way more confident and I batch. So I will take, and no word of a lie, probably between 30 and 50 selfies, or maybe a whole hour's worth of video content that I can use on social media and spread it out over the month. I do it all in one afternoon. I rarely sit down in the moment and do it live. It really helped me grow my confidence because now it's nothing for me to just flip out my phone and start recording. But this was one skill, never wasting a good hair day, that really made a difference. Don't believe me? You want to see? Hold on. Let me find the pictures. I'm going to go back through my camera roll and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about because I regularly take a bunch. I'm just going to go back to find the latest section of photos. And they're probably going to be right here. Here you go. Look, boom. You can see I take a bunch of photos at once and then save them so that they're ready to go. Time saver. You'll love it. All right, ladies, here's the last tip. And this one is the biggest game changer for your confidence. And it's lighting. Good lighting, good natural light makes all the difference. Right now, I'm literally standing up in front of a window and the light is directly on me from the outside. There's no sun outside today. It's an overcast day. Wouldn't matter. But good natural lighting makes all the difference. Watch the shadows. I'm literally standing in place and all I'm going to do is do a 360-degree turn. I want you to watch the differences. Look at the shadows there. I'd never post a picture or video like that. Oh, that's getting even worse. Look how grainy and the backlight. Oof. Do you know how many women I see post pictures like this and video like this? When if they just turned, instant facelift. There's a reason that they say lights, camera, and action, because that's exactly the way that it needs to go. Natural light, then your camera facing you, then person. Light, camera, person. Lights, camera, action. That's it, ladies. My 6 simple steps to making the most of your time on social media. Let's review really quickly. Tools. You want to have the best phone that you can afford. You are definitely going to invest in a pop socket, possibly a tripod if you want to start doing more video. Clean your camera lens. Gaze into your camera lens. Hold your phone a little bit higher than your line of sight to elongate your neck and make you appear 10 pounds thinner. Batch your posts. Number 5, batch your posts. When you're having a good hair day, take advantage of it. And number 6, never underestimate the power of good natural light. Lights, camera, action. You've got this.